I really don't have a fucking idea how I'm going to open this video. I decided to write a script because I knew I would be probably incoherent if I didn't. I hope you are aware, please God let you be aware before clicking on this video. Kobe Bryant died today. I really hope you knew that because I didn't want to have to be the one to break that to you. Before I go on, this video is not monetized in any way. There are no ads on it at all. Not trying to profit off of Kobe's death at all. I wanted to make this video in the off chance that it would help some other people, or really, if I'm being honest, just to help myself, just to help cope with this. Kobe Bean Bryant was my hero ever since I was 9 years old and I decided I wanted to be a basketball player. I've explained this in the past, but I became an NBA fan in 2013 when I was 13 years old. But before that, I was someone who wanted to be a basketball player. I was in love with the game of basketball at a young age, and in search of a way to shape my game, I guess, I, as a 9-year-old, went on the terribly formatted 2009 YouTube and just looked up something like basketball highlights. And I obviously don't remember this perfectly, but I know after some searching, I stumbled upon a Kobe Bryant mix, and I kept watching more and more until I became a Kobe fan. As a 9-year-old boy with aspirations to one day make it to the NBA, Kobe Bryant was my hero. And as I pushed to make those dreams a reality from like age 10 to 15, I would watch these really corny Kobe Bryant inspiration videos. You probably know the ones that I'm talking about. It would just be Kobe Bryant highlights or video of him in the gym with that footage of or audio of that guy saying the thing about the inches where it says like, and then that inch is going to be the difference between fucking winning and losing, or whatever the hell he said. I don't know what it's from. I apologize. After I would watch those, and I would watch them pretty much daily, I'd go outside at like 11 p.m. and shoot a bunch of fadeaways in my driveway, like I'm sure many of you can relate to. As corny as those videos may have been, they made a difference in my life. I might not be in the NBA right now. Hell, didn't even make my high school basketball team. So maybe this is not the best story in the world, but I know that it meant something. I know that shit that I experienced, the inspiration or whatever the hell from Kobe Bryant, in some way shaped who I am today. And he's had that effect on millions of people. My appreciation of athletes typically doesn't go much further than my appreciation for them on the court or on the field. But with Kobe, it was different. It was deeper than that. It was more impactful than that. Kobe is a part of who I am, and today he died, and I'm struggling to deal with that. When I first got the news, I was numb. I actually went back to building a character for 2K's My Career. I had just won a championship with my point guard, so I wanted to make an athletic wing and start a new one. And then I went to equip a jumper for this player while still being numb and frankly in denial. And I went to equip the jump shot, and the first name that I saw to equip was Kobe Bryant, and I broke down then. It wasn't like crazy crying, but I was definitely a little wet in the eyes. But after that, I went back to the game for like half an hour, but then I went on Twitter and saw Jay Williams's and Brian Shaw's and Shaq's tribute to Kobe, and I saw Pau Gasol's tweet about it. I saw Tyson Chandler crying on the bench at a Rockets game, and then I saw the Raptors and Spurs both take 24-second shot clock violations in tribute to number 24 Kobe, while the crowd of Spurs fans, a franchise that had a fierce rivalry with Kobe throughout his entire career, cheered Kobe. So then I broke down a little bit more. If we can get real personal here, in my life, I've never really experienced loss. When I was like 3, my grandma, who I hardly knew, died. That's the only funeral that I've ever been to. And then when I was 6, my first childhood hero, Steve Irwin, died from a stingray stabbing him in the heart. And according to my mother, upon hearing this information, I broke down, but I don't have any memory of it. Never lost a family member within my conscious life. My dog is 11 years old, still alive and kicking and barking like a fucking psychopath every time there's food near him. I haven't, since being conscious of my own life, experienced loss at all. Today was the first time that I ever have. Maybe it might be misguided of me to have this much invested into a man that I never met, or even so much as have been in the same city as, but I am. I know how I'm feeling, and I feel devastated. I feel numb, sad, obviously, even a little bit angry. I don't know what at. There's really not anyone to blame here, but I'm angry. Probably at the world, I suppose. But even with all of that, I am just some guy. What makes me even sadder here is that Kobe's 13-year-old daughter, Gianna, was also in the crash. She had a bright future as a basketball player ahead of her, amongst all the other things that I don't know about that I assume was in her life. And that's an even bigger tragedy here. I feel incredibly bad for Vanessa Bryant. I hope that she has someone by her side right now, because I can't even imagine what she's going through. As well as, obviously, her daughters. I'm not a religious person at all, so I'm not going to say that I'm going to pray for them, because that's not something that I do. But I do wish that they just get the best possible outcome out of this horrible situation that they possibly can. I still don't know what to make of this. Maybe tomorrow I'll wake up from this horrible nightmare, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. This is not a video that I obviously expected to make, but if I can attempt to close it. Kobe Bryant meant the world to me, both as a basketball fan and as a man. And it's going to be one of the biggest tragedies of my life that I'll never have the chance to tell him that. Again, my heart goes out to Vanessa, as well as Natalie, Bianca, and Capri Bryant. I can't even imagine. While he might not be able to hear these words himself, I still want to say thank you, Kobe Bryant. Thank you for everything you meant to me, and thank you for everything you meant to others. Thank you, Kobe.
Have a good time. Enjoy life. It's life is too short to get bogged down, to be discouraged, or you have to keep moving. You have to keep going. Put one foot in front of the other, smile, and just keep on rolling.